Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if this is your first time here and you don't already know me, hi, my name is Caitlin O'Neill, and today I have a word from the Lord that I felt pressed to talk about. So I haven't uploaded a video in a hot sec, and I've just been praying to the Lord recently. I'm like, Lord, please give me something to talk about. Give me something that you want me to share with other people. And I've been praying that for the past few days. And this morning I was driving to school and I was listening to a sermon, message that I typically do on my way to school. And I was listening to one of my favorite pastors, and all of a sudden, just for a second, this thought came across my mind, very random. And it was the thought of, wow, everything he's saying is so good. The Lord is using him in such mighty ways. How I couldn't ever, how does he do that? I don't know how I could ever do something like that. That thought immediately popped in my head. And the second, I'm telling you, the second I thought that I felt like the Lord so overwhelmingly told me, it's not him speaking, it's me speaking through him. And that made me take a step back. And I was like, wow, just because it was one negative thought that for that second I entertained in my mind, the Lord told me, he's like, it's not that pastor who's speaking to you and that's what's moving, it's me speaking to you. And he immediately told me after that, he said, Caitlin, I have such great and mighty plans for not only you, but everyone. And you're never going to be alone. And you're always going to have me every step of the way through whatever he calls us to do. And that was such an encouragement for me this morning. And I kind of wanted to give everyone else that encouragement that we can get so emotionally, physically, and spiritually exhausted, because how often, if we have to really re-examine our lives of how we're feeling right now, how much of that is us trying to control things, us trying to make sure everything works out well, us trying to micromanage our life to where it all plays out how we think it's supposed to go. And the Lord kind of just revealed that to me about how we get so wrapped up with trying to make it all within our own power. We make it so much to where we want to make sure it all goes right. We want to make sure that it's how it's supposed to look. When we get exhausted, we get so... Have you ever gotten really upset about something, really upset, and it just, man, it burns your biscuits, and you're like, this is just driving me insane, and I don't know how to handle it. And how emotionally exhausting is that? It's exhausting. At the end of the day, say for example, tiny example, someone cuts you off in the traffic on your way to work, and you, for some reason, that just ticked you off, and you are mad, and you get so frustrated, and it makes you have a bad attitude the entire day. When you come home, you're exhausted, you're drained, you're just you kind of wasted your whole day with something not only you couldn't control, but also something that's, why did I let my happiness and joy, why did I let that situation dictate my feelings? And that's how God doesn't want us to feel. He wants to be able to take that over for us. And he so wants us to give it over to him. He so wants us to take all of our things that are, burdening us. He wants to take the things that are weighing us down and the things that we're constantly thinking about and worrying about. He wants to take those things and he's like, give them to me. I died for them. Give your worries and cares over to me and let me carry them with you. Let me take the burden so that not only can you enjoy your life to the fullest that you were meant to live it, but also that whenever you're faced with challenges along the way, you're not gonna be in this emotional rut, or who knows, this might spiral you into depression, this might spiral you into anxiety. That's what the world tells you that are the steps of going through things, when really, if we in the moment give over our worries to God, he can use them for so much more, and he can help us find joy even in our hardest moments. Because let's be honest, we were never meant to carry all these burdens alone. And I think back to the verse, Jeremiah 29:11, my favorite verse, for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future. And when you talk about the context of that verse, God has called you to such great things. He has such an amazing plan for your life. And He wants to carry you through all the good times. He wants to carry you to the good times. Now, there's also going to be hard times. Like the Bible tells us that there's not a way to get around those hard times, and we can know that they are going to happen. But it's not so much of how we can avoid the hard times. It's what we can have to face the hard times, which is Jesus. And when we look to Him for our strength and we look to Him as our guidance in the hard times, we're not going to be taken by surprise and everything that we had built up till that point is completely destroyed because we don't know how to handle it. And that's all figuratively speaking, but it's true how really the things we go through in life determine, our character and how we treat people and how we treat ourselves, and all of the different ways we view life is some of the circumstances we go through. And it's not to be scared of the hard times. It's to look at the hard times as I'm growing so much through everything that I'm going through. Truly, as soon as we can stop getting so bogged down in what's going on around us and we have a bigger perspective of God wants to do so much more through what we go through. And He wants us to give over all of those emotions to Him. We don't have to carry it alone. We were never meant to carry it alone. And as soon as we can come to that realization that I don't have to carry this burden alone, I can give it to God. He wants to take it and He wants to carry it for us. And that's really the whole message of this video is God wants to carry all of the things with us. It's not just us by ourselves going through all of these things. God wants to carry us every step of the way. He wants to hold our hands and be with us because that's how great and loving of a Father He is. Well, I really hope that this video encouraged you and spoke to you, and I hope you all have the most amazing week. And comment down below for more video ideas. I would love to hear what you guys want to see. Subscribe and follow on all my social medias I'll have down below for more faith-based content. And again, I really hope that this gave you an encouragement, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.